Hi, everybody. Well, I'm leaving for what's called, let's call it a work vacation cruise. My travel agency is on board the Enchanted Princess coming up next week. I leave on Friday, and on Saturday I'm on the ship, the Enchanted Princess out of Fort Lauderdale, and it's a work thing. All my travel agency is there. We have different cruise lines there. Carnival's going to be there. Virgin's going to be there. I think Riviera River Cruises is going to be there. There's a whole bunch of people giving us training sessions and talking about their product. But I decided while I'm going on this that I'm going to do some things that Princess offers that I've never done before. And I'm wondering how it's going to work. So yes, especially the past 5 or 6 years, I probably sailed on Princess more than every other cruise line out there, mostly because I have a lot of friends on board that I know, a lot of cruise director friends that I'm really friendly with. I also have done my groups on Princess because as a Canadian agent, the booking engine for Princess just works easier when I'm booking American clients and stuff like that. It just makes it easier to do a group. There's other complications with the other cruise lines that just make it almost impossible. And I also enjoy the product. I really enjoy the game shows. You know, I'm a big fan of the Yes No game show, even though I'm really bad at it. I just have a good time. But they also offer things that I have never tried before. So one of the things that they offer is you can book a hotel, right? You can book your hotel and flights through Princess, but when you book a hotel, they also offer the transfers from the airport to the hotel to the cruise port, and of course back to the airport afterwards. Well, I've never booked a hotel through Princess, but I discovered something. I normally book it on this website I go to because I don't have to give a deposit. I can pay at the property, but I can still reserve my room. And so I go to that site, and for the days that I wanted to book, so say next Friday, it said, oh, you can book it, but you have to book 2 days. Well, I don't need 2 days. I'm only going to be there 1 day. I'm not going to book 2 days. So I would have had to pay double for my hotel room, and Fort Lauderdale hotel rooms are not cheap. That would have gone up like $400 or $500 more. So I went to the Princess website one day and I was booking hotels for a client, and I noticed that my hotel, the Embassy Suites, was on there. And it only 1 night. Okay then. So I went back into my reservation. It was still there. I booked it for the 1 night. And now I booked my hotel through the cruise line. And so when I land in Orlando, I'm Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to Orlando afterwards. When I land in Fort Lauderdale, there's supposed to be somebody there to greet me and get me to the hotel. Normally I just handle it myself. Not a big deal. So used to it. But now I'm going to do the shuttle from them. And then I normally talk to the guys. I'm very friendly with the transportation crew and everything. I'm good friends with them. And they normally get me to the ship in the morning. Well, now Princess is handling that. And that's a little different. I'm not used to that. So we'll see what happens. And in fact, I might not even... Here's the other thing I'm doing. Did you know that Princess has a lounge for, members of Princess, especially elite members and stuff like that, right there at their headquarters, which is literally like 10 buildings away from my hotel. And you can go there. They have a setup there, little like entrees and desserts and coffee and drink, and you can just wait there for a while and relax, and then they have a shuttle leaving from there directly to the cruise ship. I'm going to go check that out. I've never been there. So I'm curious to see what level you have to be. Is it open to everybody? I don't imagine they would open it to everybody. Imagine 5,000 people show up one day trying to get into the lounge. So I think it might only be for elite members or something like that. But I'm going to go check it out and see what that's all entailed. And then lastly, when I'm getting off the ship, I'm heading to Orlando. And as I reported recently, they just partnered with Brightline. That's right, Brightline, the rail system, the high-speed train. Now, I've taken the train and I've enjoyed it. Very comfortable. I enjoy, being able to put my computer up and have the Wi-Fi going and watch movies or do work, whatever I need to do, and just sit back and relax and close my eyes on a train. I really enjoy being able to do that. It's not stressful. It's, is my flight going to get canceled or anything? Well, if the train doesn't go, the next train's going to come in another hour. So I'm pretty happy with that. So they also have a shuttle system from the cruise ship to the train station, etc., that, I'm going to try. I'm going to see, normally I would just take an Uber or a taxi over to the train station. Well, now Princess has this system. Now, I did not book my train through Princess because I had already booked before they made this announcement. I booked this about 2 months ago. So I'm not going to get the benefits of the discount or anything like that, but I am allowed to contact them and get on that shuttle. So I've done that ahead of time. So they'll be looking out for me, and I'm hoping that it's a very smooth transition to do. Now, one thing a lot of people are wondering, because they're offering with the Brightline system, if you're coming, say, from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale, you give your luggage to Brightline, and then your luggage will show up on the ship at your cabin. Just much like dropping it off downstairs, it'll show up in your cabin. You don't have to carry it on board with you. Well, they're also thinking, well, that's how it's going to work for disembarkation, right? You're just going to write your name tag and everything on, leave it outside, and it'll be waiting for you when you arrive in Orlando on your way back. That's not how that's going to work, because it has to go through customs and security, etc. So the way it's going to work is, yes, we'll take it down to the terminal for you if you want to do it that way, or you can walk it off yourself, like everybody knows that you can do. You can just walk your luggage off, be one of the first people to walk off the ship. If you're in a hurry, you got someplace to get to. But then you pick up your luggage and go to the shuttle and drop. It will not be waiting for you at the end. You have to go through customs and security, which absolutely makes sense, right? But a lot of people have been asking me, so I don't even have to worry about it. It's going to be on the train to Orlando. No, you have to go check it in at the terminal and bring it with you and bring it on the shuttle, etc. So that's 3 things I'm trying that I've never tried. Out of my hundreds and hundreds of days on Princess Cruise Lines, I've never booked a hotel through them. I've never done their shuttle from the airport, and I've never, ever done them handling my transportation to a train station before. So it's going to be very curious to see how this goes, because it can be wonderful or it can be a disaster. But I'm thinking, the way Princess normally does their stuff, that I'm going to have no issues at all.